Hello, thank you for joining me today on Miemie's Keepsakes. I'm Marnell. I'm back with Thrift Haul, joining Sherry and all the other ladies on Thrifty Thursday, and also the Canadian ladies on Thrifty Canucks. I will link it in the description box, and you can even just type in hashtag Thrifty Thursday or hashtag Thrifty Canucks, and you'll find everybody that's participating, and you can watch their videos and see what they found this week. I found quite a bit of things, a bit more than last week. So I have these, I'm sorry for the glare, these are in frames behind glass. They're cross stitch designs. So I found this one that I will take out of the frame and add to the front of a journal, or I am busy making a wall with all these vintage prints and things that I find in thrift stores or at flea markets, and maybe I'll add this one to it. I'm not sure yet. Then I also found this little one. This is beautiful. It's very, very small and fine detailed work. I don't know if I'll ever have the patience to do something like this, but this is so pretty. And then also this one with the bird water, what do you call this, water fountain for birds in a garden. It's just, and like I say, the detail in here and the amount of small little stitches is just incredible. I just can't get rid of the glare. So that was the first thing I found this week. Then I found a couple of doilies again. I do love the smaller doilies, so I always look for them. So this was a set of, I think, 3 or 4 of these. I think they're just totally adorable and perfect to fit on a cover or pockets, all kinds of things. And then this one, if I look for doilies, I do look for the ones that is crocheted or tatted in like really fine thread. And then you know, mostly the smaller ones, the ones that's done with like a thicker crochet yarn, or the yarn is, it's too thick. I don't like those. These I can, even these are, they are dimensional kind of, but I can cut them up and use them as smaller pieces, and because they're fine, they'll work. And this one, I am looking for more colored pieces, and this one has the yellow flowers, and each of these little flowers I can cut off from the main piece and use them separately. I found this bunch. It was kind of in one bunch for a very reasonable price. This one I'll cut apart and use these beads. I just like the shimmering beads. I don't know if I'll use the brown ones, but I did like these ones. And then this one only has 2 beads on it, but it's green and it's just beautiful. And this one wasn't even used, so I'll use the little shell charms on this one. Be easy to take off. And this one I will separate all of these beads and use them as charms. Another thing I found in the jewelry section was this brooch. I don't know, for some reason the brooches at the thrift store is extremely expensive. This one was very cheap. It's obviously not great quality, but this would be nice to add to the front of the journal. You know, if you do a tie on the journal, add this to that, or even like a fabric journal. And then I found a scarf for a reasonable price. Sorry. I don't know, scarves, same thing as the brooches. They are extremely expensive, and usually I look at them and just decide no. This one was $2.99, and I like the fabric, but I obviously am more interested in these little dangly things that runs, and it's on both sides of the scarf. So I thought like $2.99 is very cheap for the scarves at this particular thrift store, so I thought this is totally worth it. And then I found this little box with kind of like Denizen labels in them. I don't know, there's a barcode on, so it's not totally too old, but I do think because it's already yellowing and you can see that it's lifting, so the glue is not sticking anymore. So I think it's, you know, not too, it's older, but I don't know exactly, obviously. And then I got this adult trivia box full of these trivia cards. I like this side of it, so I think this side, if I use this side, I will cover this maybe with lace or something. I'm not totally crazy about the colors on this side, but this side is definitely, I can decorate that and then put maybe coffee dyed paper on this side and use it as a, you know, tag or a tuck spot or numerous things. There's a lot of them in here. They're all the same design. I also found this bag. Oh, it's very glary. Let me take it out of the bag. This bag of it's like faux leather. It's not real leather, but I thought this, it's nice and soft. This would be perfect for a spine or even a cover of a book, soft cover. So there's different colors in here, and this was very cheap as well. Like I said, it's not real leather, it's faux leather, so this will be used some way. And what else did I find that's not books? Of course, as normal, I love buying the books, so I have lots of books. Found this little box. There was nothing in it, or maybe there is. Oh, it's just a little ink tip pen. I might use that in something. It's not too sharp, but it's definitely an older box than, and I thought I can use this to store things in on my scrapbook, my craft room, and it has a beautiful design that I can just, you know, put on my bookcase, and even as a decoration with, and then store stuff inside. And then we're on to the books. So I found this Mother's Treasury, illustrated by Becky Kelly, and it has beautiful illustrations in it. It's one of those books where you write your memories of your children. Oh no, this one is, I think the other one is, this one is more like quotes, so I can use those. And then it has like just beautiful, like even this, it's just beautiful with these. The illustrations are beautiful as well. But look at this poem and just the edges around it. I just think it's gorgeous. Oh, look at this one with the baby. And even this, that is beautiful. Then this one is Memories of Childhood. It's by Barbara Milo Orbach, not sure. It says old-fashioned rhymes, poems, recipes, and songs. And the cover, it has this embossed tree on there, or bunch of flowers, that I think is beautiful. I don't know how, but I would try to use that somehow too. And then inside it has these like really older style illustrations in it. With usually these are very pastel-y, you know, pastel colors, but this is a little brighter. The entire book, and it's not a thick book, and it also has a lot of poems in here. that I can use for cut out the words and stuff. And look at this edge of the page, it's just beautiful. Excuse me. Then this oh, I didn't look at the dates, but I don't think those are particularly old. This is Familiar Birds of the Northwest, and I do have a lot of bird books, but this one was a little bit different, and that's why I bought it. It's 1981, and it has, the illustrations are all in like little squares, and I think it's just gorgeous. It's a little glossy paper, but not too bad. You can always add some matte medium on top if you don't like the gloss, but I sometimes in between, if you're using a lot of matte elements in your journal, I like some glossy elements in there. But yeah, this is beautiful. So it's Familiar Birds of the Northwest by Harry B. Nels, Portland Audubon Society. And this book, I wasn't sure if I wanted to get this one, but the images was just, yeah, it convinced me. This one is American Cars of 1960s, and it's 2005, and it has all of these vintage cars and stuff like this. I love that. I would cut that out and use it in a journal. But look at I know it's a lot of car images. Don't know if I'll ever use all of them, but I do think it was worth getting this book. It wasn't, I think it was $1.99 for this book. And like, look at that. I do like that. So yeah, these two they were $1, so I've bought them. It's Grand Finales, and the other one is a chocolate book. It looks like the same publisher, or maybe in the same kind of series. This is 1982, so not very old. Let me just get some room in here. But the script is horizontally, so if you tear out one page and you put it in your journal like this, the script runs the right way, and I really like that. It has some pictures in here, nothing great, but I did also like the fact that it has these numbers in the middle of the script and this decorative little scribble up there. I don't know what you would call that exactly, but I think this would become pages in my journal. And the same with the chocolate one, The Joy of Chocolate, Judith Olney. And this one is also 1982, and it's more or less the same thing, but just look at this. Every page has something different on, with each recipe. I just love it. It's so pretty. And same thing, if you fold this and use this as a page, it might be a shorter page in your journal, but I do like different sizes of pages in my journal as well. It just creates some interest in your journal. That one. And then this one, I found another one similar to this. This one is Images of Ireland and North Belfast, and it's just a book about black and white photos of Belfast. Let's see what date this was published. 2009. It's a reprint, but it's matte, and I love these black and white photos. These are perfect to create faux postcards faux, vintage photos. They are beautiful. I just love the image. I bought another book for the same kind of images. I will show you in a minute. But yeah, I'm hoping to use these and work on them and share with you guys what I do with these black and white images from the books. Then I think it was last week or the week before, or maybe 2 weeks before, I found this gourmet menu cookbook, and I love it. But then I found these two this week. It's obviously the same publisher, a gourmet cookbook volume 1, and it is, copyright 1968. And this book, I think it was this book, yeah, I think somebody maybe got this as a gift from, like an office where everybody was signing, maybe. It has gorgeous pictures in it and all these little illustrations in between the recipes. I really like it. And then there was volume 2 as well, and it was just the same thing as the first one. And but I love the cover of the book, and look at this spine. I'll definitely be doing maybe a series with these 3 books. Next up is some music. Love the cover of this one, and it has lots of scribbles inside, but little illustrations with every song. Let's see if there's a date, and it must be maybe Dutch, no, or maybe German. Mein Volksliederbuch, I'm not sure. You're Dutch, maybe you. Yeah, so there's no date in here for the publication, but I really like this. And this was just inside one of the music books. Somebody's maybe something on gardening. But look, the pages are nicely yellowed, and I like the handwriting, and there's no date on here. Then this one is just more vintage music pages. If it hadn't been you, these were kind of all in a bundle. I bought it mostly for that first one. Yeah, so this is all just vintage music paper that we use a lot in our journals. And the nice yellowing of the pages. I'll just quickly go through them. Familiar songs. Don't know, these don't, none of them have dates in them. And David Coleman again in this one. This is the Encyclopedia of British Birds, and just look at this bird on the cover. I just love it. The spine has this golden bird as well. Definitely would be a nice journal cover. And this one is let's see if we can find a publishing date, but it doesn't look like there's one in here. No, it has a lot of black and white images, and then colored ones here and there, but I did like the text and the small black and white images of birds. Look at that one, that's just beautiful. I love it. So again, I want to work with some black and white images, and that's what I was looking for this week. Some black and white photos, and this one is filled with them. Lots of birds and things, and of course, who can resist this cover? And this is the other one that I found with the black and white image in, and this says Nederlands family album. I don't know exactly how you would Leonard de Vries, how you would pronounce that in Dutch. That's how we would pronounce that in Afrikaans. But this was published in 1975. And again, beautiful, beautiful black and white images, and that was exactly what I was looking for this week in the thrift stores, because I do have a project in mind for these images. Look at that. Isn't that just an absolute beautiful photo? And this with the baby in the stroller. Oh, 1897 was this photo. The entire book is just filled with family photos, and that's what family album is, a family album or a family photo album. Just I just think this is gorgeous. I love, love, love these photos. Oh, look at this with the family in the boats. Anyway, this is exactly what I was looking for, so I was very happy to find this one. And the cover, I can use the cover as well. This one is A Century of Color Exterior Decorations for American Buildings 1820 to 1920, and it has this heritage colors. It's like photo chips and then some photos, you know, illustrations of buildings. And inside it's more or less the same thing. Let's go to the color. All these houses and how they were painted, which colors. Oh, I love this. Look at this. And I love this paint chip too. It's beautiful. So yeah, I'm not sure exactly how I'll be using these, but I do like these. And look at this. It's almost like you know, color charts and the names of the colors. And then I found this sorry, huge book. I will not be able to get this in frame, but the last printed date in this book on the end paper is 1960, but the story starts in 1860. Okay. So again, just, I know I can't show you the entire page with this. It's huge. It's probably I don't know, 16 inches long. Look at these photos, and this one, I hope you, yeah, you can see most of it. Oh, and this, I love it. Anyway, I'll have to take this book apart, but look at all these black and white photos. War with Germany. Yeah, we don't want to be reminded of that, but it is a reality. And all these like little black and white photos at the top and the sides of the pages. So this will definitely be cut apart in front of the TV one night. I love this. It's just, I wish this, because it has this beautiful like fabric cover with a lot of texture on the cover. It's a little big to make a journal unless I cut it smaller. I don't know if that'll work, but the images will definitely be used. Then we went, my husband and I went to the flea market on Sunday, and I found just a little bit of things. Some of them are really expensive and not worth buying, and you know, you just have to go through all the little stalls. So I found this booklet, and I just love this. It's 1901, and it's the Guthrie High School, I think. It's, yeah, maybe you can read that better, but it has like a program, annual class sermon, so it must have been like the end of the year, you know, awards maybe, a class roll. I think it's just so pretty. I'll have to tuck this into a journal, just have to find the right journal for it. And then I found this butter paper. It's like tracing paper, and then it was printed, and I think they wrapped butter in this, and there were only 2 of them, so I got those. And then my husband bought this for me because I've been looking for a really old Better Homes and Gardens cookbook for the longest time, and I've never seen one as nice and old as this one. It's just beautiful. This is going to be for me, and it is from 1962, and there's an inscription here, but I don't think it's English. But this book was used and well loved. You can just see the pages and the flaps here. It's, you know, darker because somebody touched it a lot, and there's like stains on them. I just love it. So I will make this like my daily planner. That's the idea I have for this book. But I think this one, oh, look at this. It's just so pretty. I love it. And at the end pages, look at the stains on here. It's just, I don't know, it's nice to know that the book was used and well loved, and, you know, it didn't just sit on a shelf somewhere, and now I will keep on using it. So thank you for joining me today for my thrift haul. Do search up hashtag Thrifty Canucks and hashtag Thrifty Thursday, or go to Sherry's channel or Kim Newman's channel, and they have a list in their description boxes with everybody that's joining. I'm still trying to figure out how to copy that and add that to my description box, maybe one of these days. But go and look at everybody's. It's just incredible to see what everybody else finds, and it just gives you ideas for what to look for in thrift stores, or just to drool over what they found. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.